Shall we play a game?
Test. What the fuck is going on? Man, I'd already tested this and it worked, and it doesn't look like the shit's staying. It looked like it went back. That's what it should be at. But for some reason, I don't know. It seems like whenever I went to that other scene, it kicked back. Like something in OBS is making it switch. This seems bright though. Okay. Okay, I guess that seems about right. And then I got my lights are messing up. I don't know what the hell's going on there. That stuff back there. I'm gonna have to go back and watch other videos because it seems like, shit. Well, whatever. I mean, I already tried to fix it in one. I'll just continue on. I forgot now what I was doing. I'll speak with the chef first. We'll just run there.
Have you seen the profit of profitability?
What the? No door for that over here? That has something to do with
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Sampling of the barcode reveals it is host not only to alcohol, but a variety of other substances as well. Among the selection are adrenatime, pep pills, dervish mist, and many other narcotics with unrecognized chemical signatures.
taking any two of these at once. Shut down one person.
Chemical analysis confirms user comment. This news is unlikely to factor into the murder, however, due to frequency of Byzantine narcotic misuse. System error. By know how to party, did you mean die?
Thank the law that's over.
Hope I didn't get blood on my clothes.
seems bright. Uh,
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
well, I'm here to investigate.
You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Seeing if the lights are changing. Hey, my system seems like all got jacked up.
No. As it so happens, I was down in the employee break room. I wasn't taking an unsanctioned break, of course. I was merely fetching ingredients.
Did you prepare Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
You're sure no one else was involved?
Well, yes, I'm positive. Why?
If Helen was poisoned and no one else touched her meal, you poisoned her, right?
Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
What was Spencer doing around the kitchen?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here.
Any idea where I might be able to find the Bellhop Owens?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
Why should I believe anything that you're saying?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Okay, I guess we'll see if you're telling the truth.
Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
So, need to go... The only spot? It leads out, but... So let's go. I'm curious to see this first. Let's go there first. See if we can't see the security footage, because I'm curious to see. Because I'm wondering if you might see.
Welcome back, hopefully, law-abiding individual. Engaging guilt-tripping subroutines. You haven't committed any crimes lately, have you? Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments.
Constable Keene is dead.
Understood. This unit requires a moment to process this information. Information processed. Personal designation upgraded to acting constable. Thank you, law-abiding consumer.
I could use your help finding the killer.
Error. This unit is incapable of inspection, deduction, unassisted apprehension, or aggressive pursuit.
Was it you? Did you kill Keene?
This unit has been programmed to adhere to board law. This unit is incapable of experiencing murderous or unlawful impulses.
All right, thanks for nothing.
This unit has been programmed to recommend a wine to pair with your grief. Wash away your sorrows with a glass of highly concentrated, partially fermented purple-berry wine. Has a body richer than Byzantium's elite, with an earthy aftertaste redolent of mostly oak. Purple-berry wine coming soon from Rizzo's.
Okay, thank you. So does it let me see it? Oh wow, okay. I don't even remember. Well, that one obviously I must have had. I kept. Keep that. Oh, look, I got a. I think I have one of these already. I don't think I have a top hat. So, where's the vending machine?
You got an appointment?
Have I been in here? I don't think I've been in here. Vending machine, vending machine. Okay. Might as well. Let's see. Journal. Who are all these people? I'm gonna go to the penthouse, drop this stuff in the storage, and then continue from there. Storage at here. Shit, I don't know where it's at. Shit. Yeah, I'll just go in here. Doesn't matter, I'm going to something still up on my camera. Oh man, come on. Region. Hmm. Wasn't vending machines vital? Shit, where are they? Remember, that's, hey, thank you for the follow. Thanks, Evac. You doing all right? Let's see. Nah, I'm good. I appreciate the help. I like to keep it simple. Thank you so much.
I was thinking about going for a swim, but I don't want to come out stinking like a dead rat.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis reveals the chemical signature of this compound is 80% semblant of fertilizer used in the purpleberry orchards. The other 20% is semblant of pool water.
Let me see. I wonder what this... Oh, that's leading indoors. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, it's leading indoors to this report. Let me talk to him first. Shit, I should have did that when I was up there.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
She was murdered in her... Why would I lie? She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Whoever murdered her used the needler.
The needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Let's change the topic.
What can I do for you?
I managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Unfortunate and suspicious.
That's ominous. Ah, Bertie Holcomb. How have you gone and complicated my life this time?
The only person to corroborate his whereabouts is his dealer.
I wasn't aware Bertie was involved in contraband. What kind of dealer are we talking about?
I can't tell you that. I'm investigating Helen's murder, not contraband goods.
Of course, you're right. My apologies. Bertie's behavior is my problem to solve, not yours. Even if Bertie isn't responsible for Helen's murder, his conduct is vexing to me. He may require a lesson in consequences. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen?
It's possible. I'm still investigating my leads.
Understood. I appreciate your candor. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
By the way, Bertie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Bertie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
Okay. We'll have them too. Yeah, that's fine. I'll stay with those two. Let's see. Oh, that's another one that I guess just opened up. Go with that one. Where do I need to run to? Oh.
unit is clean, mean, and ready to kill germs.
Was fun.
Toxin neutralized. Caution! Infestation encroaching.
The hell? Oh, they must be below me or something. What the hell is going on? Helen's. Good village of the Kirkland, a lot of lost work up, chose on the distance. Spencer then appears to say thanks to the chef, who turns away and walks off screen. Spencer quickly empties something into Helen's food and exits. And that's a guess for some drinks, some food items, and telling. Okay.
Detected! Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
Missing anything else?
I don't think we ever respected a gate in this colony.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
I guess you're gonna want someone to find it.
Oh, hey there,
Find 'em.
stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
I overheard your conversation.
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to use that at my next mechanics meeting. But I take by your tone that you ain't seen anything matching my machine's description. Oh, that's not good. I hope she hasn't gotten herself into any trouble.
Overheard your conversation earlier. That's what I meant to ask, and I hit the wrong
Seems I'm
number.
running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body. The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself, but like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
SAM units excel at finding dirt in hidden places.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
I'll keep an eye out.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
I'm investigating the murder of Helen.
Unusual. This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
Let's see what you're selling.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
Okay. Let me make sure this stuff is sold. No. So you only sell weapons, okay? Mainly. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Up over this way.
No cacao detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker. No cacao detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Wait, was that it? Just kill those.
No cacao detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
What's it say? Okay. All right.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
One malfunctioning mechanical West Broms. She was trying to milk Kane.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
You don't want your show I'm going to make your scrub on it. Try to keep an eye on her this time. All right, then. Don't let Kenna's nip.
I won't.
Wait, I found Betty. I went and got Betty. Was I supposed to let her get here before I did or something? All right, whatever. Oh, the wrong one. That.
Neutralized.
Candy Canyon? Nah, can't be real.
Make it dirty, Sam cleans it up. Resuming passive mode.
Ooh, Felix took a hit. That's all I'm getting out of that. Oh, it sucks. What are you doing? All right.
So these hullheads sit around in circles and try to invite profit into their life? I hope they get eaten by rats.
Oh, with vending machines, where are those at? Oh, they're there. Still jump. Where the hell did I get that? I must have got that from. Must have got that from that last one. This is gonna be from Helen. I've talked with my agents and oh shit. Yes, that's the price of startup. Everyone listens. I think if you got space though. Okay. Essence. That's not it. All right. I'll talk to her. Save.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Ears. What? Wait, why is my medical so low? Can you analyze the chemicals?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
How would these likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Taste the herbs.
hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
I wonder why my medical is so low. What is it usually? Leads here. I suspect it will lead us no further. Soon we will find the source of the monsters. All right, let's talk.
And productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
I'm looking into the murder of Helen.
Certainly, certainly. But first, I'd love to interest you in one of my productivity seminars. We'll free you of those potential hampering humors in a heartbeat.
Sorry, Prophet. I don't think I have the time. I got a murder to look into.
Yes, I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits. But you needn't worry about how this little conversation is affecting my livelihood, brother. Please, take your time. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're going to answer them truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
I read your terminal. I think real carefully before you lie to me again.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw the message from Helen on your terminal about attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever
Is
the
that
case,
2 lies?
I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision
I don't
because
understand.
she never showed up. I don't see how it
Saying the
matters.
same thing. You got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic enough to kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
That's all for now. Okay, so whatever it is, I tracked her down.
Welcome back, brother.
Do I need to ask
I'm
something
delighted
else?
to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist? Yes. I suppose we can talk about her some more. What would you care to know?
Where were you at the time of Helen's murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills. I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
Profit. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom, refill my coffee. I'll be right back. Here we go.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
For a positive disciple, you sound a little less enthused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
What can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
I was hired to look into Helen's murder.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
The Prophet had some kind of feud with Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Spencer.
Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning.
Oh. Have you noticed any unusual behavior?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Okay. Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
That's all for now.
Certainly.
Goodbye.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
You sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Couldn't you brought this to me earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately. But if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
Okay, I'll look into it. Quick save. From someone. Caves, we regret informing you this sucks. Under the time of our names, okay, I don't need any of that stuff. Save. Someone down here.
Entering quiet mode. Like we're fired.
So, what the hell? Where is this leading me to? Did I check that yet? Another one. What? Who knows? What about this? Oh. No, dumping dump successful. Access, yes. Hack. Memorize passcode. Ooh, thank you, Sam, for being here. Because you are my hacking buddy. Thank you. Oh, wait, here it is. Run recovery routine. Yes.
What the F are you doing in here?
What? Hey, Kim. Hey, I'm glad you jumped on because I need you to, so I didn't, I started the stream, oh, yeah, if you say hi, hey, or hello, it'll do,
what the F are you doing in here?
it'll show little Steve Sisu, Bill Murray's character, Bill Murray's character in Wes Anderson's Life Aquatic. And then Sour, he hadn't been on in a while, but when he'd come on, he'd always do GTA to mess with me. He would do this one. Just about every single time. So when he did it and I got through, I would say I would do this one.
This guy's a big time asshole.
So I have two little Steve Sisus that I would mess with. I have the little fun code thing.
This guy's a big time asshole.
So I just took a picture of it and then took the clips, the audio clips, and then lip synced it with the software. But what I was going to ask, what was a Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. Does my camera look okay? Like moving wise and stuff like that? It doesn't, because I'll tell you what it used to do. Initially, what happened was, you try to get all the you try to get all the white balance and the exposure and all that stuff set properly. And I initially did that, and then, but not through Logitech. Logitech software, the hub, Logitech G Hub, would have to be running, and if it wasn't running, it didn't seem like the picture would be like the picture of the camera would be done properly, just something about it. You didn't have to, mess with any of the settings, but I couldn't remember if I did, because whenever I go from I have on my Stream Deck, I'll hit a button which opens up all the software I'm going to use for the stream. And then I hit another button which arranges all the windows, or, like my OBS and that stuff over there and this stuff over here and this stuff over here. It throws everything ready to get ready to stream. Well, whenever I click that one, it also changes the webcam settings, which is, it's a slight zoom in. It corrects my exposure, my white balance. It changes a little bit of the filter. So it does certain things. Anyway, I'll try to speed up the process, or what I'm saying. So anyway, what happened was, and you could tell too, my lights, I don't know how they've been doing this, how long they've been doing this, but I noticed they seem to be freaking out because they're not even like synced properly. They're doing okay right now, but this one might turn into one color and then that one hasn't caught up with the color that it's turned to, and then it turns. I don't know what's going on. I might just have to restart my Philips Hue stuff for that one. That's what I'm hoping that is. But I'm glad you came on because I was curious about my camera stuff. So what happened was I got real. Gree is cracking up laughing at me. I'm not a like a hardcore gamer. But you know, most of the games I play, I've been playing for so long. I went through certain first person shooters. I still like them, but you know, whatever. But the one game, I was never real big into driving games. No, no, I'm not trying to do that. No, it should be like, it's really weird too, because what you see here is not really what I see. Like the camera doesn't do a good job of, that looks like a bright light, or of course that looks like a green, but that looks like a pale green when it's really like a kind of a rich green. That's like a kind of turquoise, which that's kind of right. That's kind of a deep blue. It kind of looks like a purple. There's another purple. So it's doing what it's supposed to do right now, which is all my lights. You can see my other one behind my TV over there. All of them. And there's a floor lamp in the very back right there. You don't really see it, but they all think together. Actually, I got 2 floor ones down there too that shoot up. I don't know why in the hell I got so many damn lights. That right there. Like that's yellow, that's green. That shouldn't be happening. They should all be like all one color. Unless something happens like the GTA scene, it'll go red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, you know, like acting like sirens. So, but yeah, like right now, yeah, see that you can tell that one's pink and this one's purple. Then now they're back to being orange. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. But I was never real big into driving games. And I was so Gree, a guy I usually co-op with. He hasn't been on in a while. I think he might. I'm not sure if he's been on since you really started watching. But I worked with him for a long time, or quite a while. And I've known him for even longer. He's friends, or he's cousins with one of my friends I've been knowing since like first grade. And so anyway, he talked me into, hey, there's some coworkers, like young adult coworkers that play Pummel Party, and they know we game, so they were wondering if you wanted to play or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I didn't have it, so I purchased it. The next day, Steam sale happened, and it was like 75% off or something like that. It was something crazy. And so I was like, oh, forget this, man. So I refunded it and then waited and then purchased it, and then the rest went in my Steam wallet. You know, the whole deal about buying too many games. Anyway, okay, so there was a game. It's called American Truck Simulator. My nephew or my godson has played it, or plays it. I kind of joked with him about it, like jazzed him about it. And anyway, it was like $5. So I purchased it. I was like, oh, let me see what it's about. And so I purchased it, and I've gotten sucked in. It's like, it's so relaxing, and you're like driving across the country, or at least from West Coast to Texas. That's all the map they kind of have is like Texas, New Mexico, and then Colorado and up like that. And then all West Coast, all the way, you know, the entire West Coast. They haven't done like Midwest and East Coast, but all that's done. And I got like, Gree was cracking up laughing at me because when you buy it, it's California, Nevada, and Arizona. And then I was like, well, I want Texas. So I got Texas sized, which then gave me New Mexico, a bundle with some paint jobs. Anyway, I went cuckoo with it and ended up purchasing Northwest bundle and then I don't know what else bundle, some other bundle. Like, anyway, it ended up being the entire game. And I was like, it's just, I don't know what it is, why I enjoy the game so much. And then I enjoyed it so much. Oh, really? Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know how cool it would be because, you know, I'm playing through a game but I do like to drive, like just drive. I've never really wanted to be a truck driver, but just like cars and stuff. Like if we take trips, I like driving. Like I enjoy driving. It doesn't bother me. And I don't really get sick of it. And let me do this real quick. Oh yeah, I can. Oh yeah, I can imagine that. So, what's funny too, Kim, is that you'll get people who are drivers, and like, they do it for a living, and they joke about it like in the Steam forums because they're talking about it and they know it. They know the lingo, what's needed because people are asking and they're like trying to learn, and these guys are guys and gals are trying to help them, and they usually put, yeah, it's so weird that I this one guy goes, yeah, it's so weird that I drive logs, like truck drive, haul logs and stuff up in Oregon or something, and then I come home and play this game, and they were like, LOL. But there's something about it. I just enjoyed it, and what initially I was playing with my little game controller, Microsoft, you know, my little game controller I have. I never really use it that much, but on this one you had to for the driving purpose. And there was something about, I was making a haul from somewhere in California out to either, I think it was Nevada or Arizona, but it was through the desert area, and the sun was going down, or was it coming up? I think it was going down. Yeah, it was going down. And I had the radio on, and it's playing like some 80s song that I remembered, you know, back in the day when I was growing up. And something about it was peaceful. And so I was like, ah, shit. I think I'm digging this game. Like there's something relaxing about it and just doing it. So I'm getting around to my point eventually. I'm sorry. I ended up purchasing a Logitech steering wheel and pedals because I was like, if it's like this fun with a controller, I can't imagine how immersive it would be, like, you know, with pedals, brake, clutch. I didn't get a shifter because it was optional, but I know I am going to get a shifter because I have a feeling that driving the automatic would make it even more fun driving it as a stick. So anyway, the Logitech device it's you know, it's Logitech. So whenever I plugged it in, you know, and installed everything and then, you know, calibrated everything and got everything ready, my default profile for G Hub had either, I don't know if it changed or I changed it. I can't remember. Well, when it did it for the entire profile. So that means it messed with my camera. And I didn't realize that. So Sunday when I went to stream, what happened was, I don't know if I had my profile on something else or default, and it was all out of whack. So like this should stay like unfocused. Like I have it where it doesn't autofocus because the lights mess with the autofocus when they switch colors. So I have to keep it on focused. And it was, and the white balance would get switched, and the exposure was all messed up. And so it was all out of whack, and it kept going in and out of focus because of the lights. And I don't know if I messed up. Like, I can't remember what profile I had it on. And so I actually ended the stream like 20 minutes into it because it was bugging me so much. And I worked on it Sunday night. And then what worried me was, I tested it and it seemed like everything was okay. But what worried me was when I just started this stream earlier, I did the stuff and everything looked good. And then when I started the game, I looked up and I noticed my camera settings, it's like they got reset. And I was like, oh shit, why did it reset them? And so I have a button with all the settings. And so I just clicked it and it reset it back. But that's what I was wanting to, that's the reason. That's a long ass winded roundabout of what I was trying to say. But that's the reason behind it. I think it was because I put in a new device and then messed up the profile. And I'm probably going to stream for a little more than 30 minutes again, or 30 minutes this stream. Because I'm going to actually, when I get off, I'm going to retest it again, retest everything again, and see if it does it, and just make sure my settings aren't getting changed in like Logitech or whatever. So it's going to be a shorter stream, just because it's kind of bugging me, but because like, I can't remember. It seemed like it was smoother before, but I might be wrong. I'm not sure. It seemed like it was, not that it's choppy, but you can kind of see how it's not real smooth. And that usually only happened if I hadn't started the G-Hub software. And then if I started the G-Hub software, then open OBS, then everything was okay. And you can't test them at the same time because OBS captures the camera, so G-Hub doesn't see the camera. So you have to close everything down, or OBS down, mess with the stuff on G-Hub, close it down, open up OBS and check with the camera there. So it's like a back and forth thing. But anyway, I'm just going to double check it. But at least if it's okay for this stream, but I want to make sure that it just seemed like, and then I was comparing it to a previous video. So I was going off the coloring and exposure and stuff. And this looks right. Does it? I mean, but these lights I had to turn down. Okay. Well, and I should say everything looked okay. And then when I had to reset the camera settings, I actually had to turn this light down 2 notches and this one down 1. So that's what had me worried, was this was set up and ready to go Sunday night when I worked on it. So why is my lights didn't go out. So if my lights go out, it resets the settings on these little, these little bitty lights, and I have to reset them again. But anyway, as long as it's okay. And then that, I don't know what the hell's going on there. I just plugged in a new device and I screwed everything up. And I do have, the bad thing is, on my Logitech hub settings or G Hub settings, I do have webcam settings. I do have JSON stream. But whenever I tested it, it didn't look right. Like, this is the only thing that's really weird to me. It seems like it's way too orangey. Like me, like the whole camera. Like, that looks okay. But whatever. I'll just have to test it some more. Thanks, though, for letting me know. TC1 was on here earlier, but he didn't say anything. So, I don't say anything if they don't say, or if you guys don't say anything, because you might not want to talk. So, and plus, I don't know if the people are still here, because my things, it's like they don't stay up to date, like, properly. Yeah, thank you, Kim. That's what I thought. It just felt that way to me too, though. Like, if they're sitting there, then they might just want to chill and just sit and not say anything. So yeah, I don't say anything. And then the other thing, like, is, I'm not sure if this is reading properly. It has you in here, but like this one still has someone that might have popped in and is gone. And it says it updates every 90 seconds, but there'll be names in there that'll be like 3 minutes. But if you look on my view, you'll only see that there's only a couple. It's just it doesn't match up and sync up properly. Now I'm not using Twitch, so that would probably give me a better reading. I'm using like software, like other devices to retrieve the information, but. Okay, so Sunday you didn't miss anything because it was about 20 minutes that I did, and it was a side quest I messed with. So real quick, what did I do? Let me see real quick. I went and talked to Ludav. I can't say his name. The guy you're doing the investigation for, Ludvicus or something like that. So you updated him on information on Black Birdie stuff. Let's see. I went and talked to the chef. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think the Chamber of Horrors was the last thing we saw, or you had watched. I left there, went to the thing, noticed that my camera was messed up, did this quick minor quest, getting the pinwheel thing, and then I can't remember if I streamed it anyway. So I gave updated information with Black Birdie, and then I went and talked to the chef. This just happened earlier. Right. So so remember they had the questioning about the poisoning. So I went and talked to the chef about the poisoning, which he suggested Spencer and Owen the bellhop did something. Actually, let me do this. I'll show you real quick. Oh, this is the creatures that are in the necks. Let's have go. Okay. So this was the security footage that the chef told me to go grab from the spaceport from the Constable Keen that had died. And basically it says chef working on this, Spencer and Owens enter. Owens hands something to Spencer, then leaves. Spencer then appears to say something to chef, walks away. Spencer quickly empties something into Helen's food and exits. So I don't know if if they are working together or if they weren't just both trying to kill her. Like it might have been, and then one killed her and one thought he killed her, but didn't. Then this, of course, talks about him getting the toxic stuff. Are getting it for Spencer. Now, I found him. I made it to this is the queen, the productivity queen, the prophet thing, whatever. The bellhop quest was right here. It's actually a separate one. I probably shouldn't be telling you all this because you're going to play it anyway. But anyway, he was there dead. And his is going to, it's this one. Yeah, okay. So this one, after I talked to him and mentioned Black Birdie, then he told me to go talk to Cedric. And this is the one after I found the bellhop in that little area. It's taking me to go confront Spencer. But I figured to go do this one. Since I've been sitting on this one for so long. And then basically what I did was I went down below. I really don't know where this is going. I don't know where this is going. Hang on. Where is... Okay, so I'm going to get out of this. This is where she was. The prophet is. Yeah, but I don't know. This might have me. It might be for something else. So I don't want to double retrace my steps. Because I just went down here because I was just investigating. This is where what's her name was. She's in this tent right here. And I was just like, but yeah, I think it is. Let's see, something.
You gotta show me how you did that.
I have a feeling though that that we're gonna go to it. Or, something's gonna lead us there, so we'll continue onward. Okay, desert.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, and I should say,
Human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
got any idea who made them?
Scanning. Checking database of shoe sizes and height-weight ratios. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
So one of her followers mentioned that she got her to do the sermon or whatever while she did something for a high value guest, and then later she said it looked like she had what looked to be a human dragging a bag that looked to be the shape of a human body. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Alright, here we go!
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Probably wasn't the best gun to use.
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Folks don't get up and walk away, and there's no evidence of body being torn apart.
Agreed. Likely theory. Individual injured was unconscious, not dead, and walked away after awakening.
strange. I wonder. This has to do.
Timeline discrepancy detected.
Oh, this is gonna be. What's that?
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
My buddy who had this game and then, or not this game, the other game, the trucking game. He showed me. Oh, I wish it did do that. I'm wondering if it's just. I wish that would be like part of a clue type thing, but no, that wasn't it. That's tied to the footsteps here. I think this thing would have went off. I wish it did do that though. I don't think it does. But my buddy sent me a thing on the phone where it's this guy who was looking at setups for that trucking game. And he's showing this guys. And I was like, holy shit. I'm curious. But it looked like he got a damn cab with the seats and the dash. It had the big steering wheel. He had a monitor here, monitor, and monitor. He had it looked like 4 monitors that was acting as his, simulation. And he had a big stick to shift. It was an insane setup. And the guy starts laughing because they're showing like it on the camera. It's real quick. It's like on TikTok or something. And he's like turning around looking like that. And then he turns over there and he goes, and there's a passenger seat. And the guy starts laughing and goes, he was like, holy shit, look at this, man. That's awesome. He has the screens up like that, and look at this, and you can see this over there. And then they pan over. Holy shit, he has a passenger seat. He goes, it's like a cab. It's like dashboard, glove compartment, like all this stuff. It was hilarious, the guy. But I was like, this guy's serious.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
I followed your trail to where you dumped something in the wilderness. Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt. What's a yurt? Into your desert? Yurt? Short for desert? Oh, it is a round hut. Oh, but I didn't think. Well, that. Oh, did she see? Oh, I'm confused. I thought she saw her drag it out of the building. So that's what threw me off. That's why you drag a human into your yurt. I'm gonna go with it's short for desert. So it's yurt. There you go. I made something similar to that in 6th grade. We had to make the things with toothpicks and stuff, and then like paper. It kind of looked like this. So I don't know if I should say this one or this one. I followed your trail. Because this is... Well, okay, so this is... Okay, so this is saying... So someone saw you. So that's like hearsay type thing. Yeah, look at it, Kim. Same wavelength. One is a hearsay. The other one, you're kind of already accusing. You're kind of like saying, already know. And I followed your trail. Is that what you're saying? Like this one's hearsay. Or are you saying the other way? This one, right? Is that what you're saying? I'm just wanting to make, I'm just wondering if we're on the same wavelength here. This one to me is someone saw you, so that's hearsay. This one is, I mean, I did work in IT for a law firm and would have to go to trials. So I sometimes paid attention to it, but it's so extremely boring. A lot of those trials, you know, it's not like TV stuff. I would have to do this. Like, you know how you pinch yourself to stay awake? I'd be sitting there just pinching myself, trying to stay awake. But I went on this trial in it was 2 weeks. It was in Jena, Louisiana, and it was about. I mean, I understand what it was. It was about like paint, carcinogens, and you know, like back in the day when nothing was being warned about you, and they didn't care about the mask and stuff. And this person died anyway. But I remember turning back one time during the trial, and it was being worked by two of our lawyers, along with a Louisiana lawyer, and that one paralegal would help them, and then the next week that one would go home, and the other paralegal came up, and one of them was there, and it was like midweek, and I turned back to look because the lawyer did for something, I guess, to get a piece of paper, and she was conked out sleeping. And I was like, oh, I know the feeling.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
But yeah, anytime, whenever the defense would go, it was so boring. It was sometimes boring when our people were like, you know, they were going, especially if I wasn't involved, because all I did was just sit there, and if they weren't presenting anything or doing anything like that, I just sat there. Where you would get some cool lawyers, and they would be like, yeah, don't even come in. You don't need to come in. No, not like that. Not at all. I would say this. There was this younger lawyer, Mark. He's in Houston now. But the law firm that I worked at is a extremely well-respected law firm in this area. They won 2 huge cases. They won a cigarette smoking case that got national acclaim, and they won a case about refineries and stuff. It was against, I think, Texaco and something else, which is huge in this area because this is a petrochemical area. So that's where they got most of their money from. But this guy was just like type A, not like me. I'm more laid back. But anyway, so they're doing a trial, and it was in Houston, and the judge limited how much they could present. So the trial could only last 1 week. Because it's in Houston, they have a ton of cases, that type of thing. I'm assuming that's what it is. So Mark does his first day stuff, and it's all right. Then the judge says, you realize you used this much of your time for just this one day. So Mark streamlined his stuff, and the next 2 days were similar to a movie. He was so sharp and so like precise with this stuff. Now, not all of it, not the whole thing, but there were certain like really like, oh shit, he got him. Like he would catch them so many times and stuff. And his big one was, it was straight up like a TV or a movie. He had them admit to this stuff, and it was about this real estate land thing where they kind of backtracked and did this stuff, like removed themselves from the deal and pushed it off on the person, which then they came back around and took the land from them, even though that guy invested. It was like a mess. But anyway, he came in with this type thing. I'm not going to remember exactly what it was, but he got him to admit it and all this stuff. And the crazy thing is that his paralegal was like cycling through the stuff. This was, I think, on the third day, his last time he was going to be presenting. And they found this ad and all this stuff that was dated at a certain time that contradict everything they'd been saying the entire trial. And so he had this person like keep saying like, like that same stuff, like to drive it home. And then he walked over to the table and then grabbed the paper and then walked back over. And as he's walking over, he does this, oh, I'm just a dumb dude, he does that whole thing, even though he wasn't like, he didn't, like he appeared to be more like surfer guy than like stereotypical Texan guy. And he starts walking over there and he goes, I don't know, maybe you can explain it to me. I'm not sure, but can you tell me what this paper says? And then it was such a, oh shit moment, And I was like, they ended up winning. But I wish I got to see those profits. I wish I would get a bonus from whenever cases were won, a percentage that like the lawyers get. But no, I didn't get paid anything. Although I worked on one, and the lawyer that I was working with graduated with my older brother, and when that case was so clean. And it was a petrochemical case, and that case was so clean, like clockwork. Nothing was really special about it. It was just like you had a feeling that they were going to win. Well, it was in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I was driving back. I hadn't even made it to Beaumont, or I don't even know if it was even close to Beaumont. And I get a call, and it's his paralegal, and she goes, they've already came out with the verdict. We won. And I was like, holy shit, that ain't even 40 minutes. Like it was like 30, 35 minutes. They had already had the verdict. And so because of that, Darren gave me like $500. But anyway, it was kind of cool. I mean, it's a lot less than what they made, but I wasn't complaining, $500 is $500. There's nothing there, but I'm trying to say, but more profit. Ooh, I think it was your morals. I don't want to. I think I want to question this. Because maybe that'll make her talk. This might go, we'll prove it. And this is too straightforward. I'm going to say this one.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved.
Oh, shit!
I killed Helen by mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
See, this is okay. Oh, this is crazy. So that means she tried to kill her. Spencer tried to kill her with poisoning. Did you shoot the body at any time? The wilderness. You didn't dump the body. I think this is it. You're sure Helen was dead. I mean, I don't think this is. I mean, we know where she dropped her. It was in the desert over there. Yeah, but. Yeah, true. But if she's. We found where she drug her to in the desert, right? And then it looked like she came to and left. So I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I think it is wilderness. I think it's one of those Spencer things, right? Spencer was surprised when I told him that the poison didn't kill her, right? She thinks that she killed Helen. Right. So that, but she supposedly died from the needler, right? She got shot with the needler. I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna say you're sure Helen was dead because we have evidence that where she dragged her to over there and then left her in the desert. Unless I could say, did you shoot the body? But if she shot the body, yeah, exactly. Right. Just like, remember Spencer and poisoning? Just like that. I think Spencer thought she died because he poisoned her, but he didn't because of his reaction whenever I said that she had been shot. And this is the same thing. She thought she tried to kill her, but not really. So that's what I'm saying. Now you have. This is insane. I'm going to say you're sure Helen was dead.
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
Did you shoot? I'm going to go ahead and ask it this time. Because I don't want to make any judgments just yet.
Laws, no. I hate guns.
Okay,
If
I
I
figured she
ever
was gonna
wanted
say
to kill
something
someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon.
Exactly.
Clubbing someone over the head.
I don't think she did. Should I ask this one just to see what she says? I'm going to ask this one just to see what she says.
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky.
Oh, she was leaving them out
The
there
hotel is
to
ridiculously
devour.
I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
Okay, I'm going to say this one. Right. Yeah, she was throwing it out there for like, for the pigs to eat and get away with it. Not leave anything behind. I'm going to say this one. Well, I don't know. But I still inclined to believe you. No, I don't know. I don't like either one of these. I want an in-between. Like I had with Black Birdie just then, where it's like, I'm not sure if he really did it, but I'm still investigating. It was like one of those, and that's what I said. I'm going to say this one.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away. Oh, should I say? Oh, body was found. I don't want to say that one because I'm going to say this one.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
Oh, well. Giving me the option. I'm going to say this one.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm starting to think now, too. Is she trying to cover for someone or something? Or...
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
Holy shit. All of these are imprisoning her. Or, well, not all of them. No, this one is. No, wait, this one's not. I'm going to say this one. You want to go to jail? I don't know. Can't figure you out. I think about whether or not you should be arrested. Whether or not you killed Helen, I'm thinking prison use probably the safest. I'm gonna say this one.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Wow. Something's up with her. Okay. I probably should have waited on the Black Birdie one and did them like all together. Because that's where the Black Birdie one was. It was report to Ludovico. So I'm going to go. Yeah, maybe I should do. Yeah, I'll set that one up for a next stream. Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if she's talking about like the slug, like this. Who is the who's the bullies here? It's the slug people, right? Or the slug guards or something? Isn't it them who are kind of the bullies? I thought it was. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to that one, not do that one yet, and confront Spencer real quick. And then at that point, they might talk to, I bet you he's going to tell me to go, I'm going to do that step. And then see if those don't turn into this one. Because this is where Black Birdie happened. After I talked to him and said what I said about, gave my update, he's telling me to do this one. So I'll pick up from there. I know this is a little quicker stream than did I already save it? I did. Than what it usually is, but I really want to make sure I got my camera settings and stuff right. It's kind of close to what I would normally do. I haven't never done it before. I did have, at one point, I had my Stream Deck with all my stuff on it, but then I never used them, so I removed the buttons from the Stream Deck. Do you know how? Do you want me to raid someone? I never have. Scrub J's raided my channel one time. I've never really, I don't know. I just never really bothered. I'll look into it and see. I don't really know, like, I don't know any streamers and except maybe Scrub J, but he limits his or not limits. He's like me. I think he works full time, so I don't know if his schedule is like set in stone type thing. But yeah, I probably should look into that because I've actually had another can't remember who it was. It was someone in chat that asked me about it one time. They were like, "Hey, have you ever raided anyone?" But pretty much what you just asked. And I was like, "No, I never have. I never You know, I never really even thought about it. I'm still, you know, I mean, still kind of new. So, and I know some people limit on like who they get raids from and stuff. So I should probably look into it though. Thanks so much, Kim, for coming and hanging out. I'll pick back up. What's today? Tuesday, Friday. Golly. I tell you, man, when you start getting older, the weeks seem to go by a lot quicker. I mean, no, it's only Tuesday, but it'll be the weekend soon. So, so yeah, if you can make it, I appreciate it. We'll pick back up from this spot Friday and go from there. But to you, it looks like the camera stuff looks okay. If it does, then I just need to know why my settings are jumping when I go from this to OBS then to the game. So if that's it, maybe it won't take me too long to figure out what's up. But if the settings look okay, I did use a previous video for it that I had done, and it looked like color wise, exposure, and all that stuff looked right. So yeah, okay. I'll just see why it's changing my settings then when I push this, make my screen changes on the Stream Deck. Something might be up with that or fishy about that. But all right, well, have a good night. And if you can, I'll see you Friday. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, I need to unplug that. I need to restart my Philips shoes. You too. Have a good week. See you later. Bye-bye.